Good morning and welcome to the Treehouse. This is Kag with the View from Above Tarot reading for Saturday, the 28th of September. This morning, we're going to do a 9+1 reading, and that is for the collective. So take what resonates for you and leave the rest. I did a deep shuffle before, and as you can see, the sun is shining in through my window this morning. And if you look very closely in the cauldron, you will see that there is a tiny little Lego Princess Aurora. And she is there. She's actually named after the Roman goddess Aurora, who was the bringer of the dawn. She was the goddess of the dawn. And so we welcome her into her little sneaky place there in the cauldron. So as I say, I have shuffled deeply and we're ready to lay out our 9+1 reading for this beautiful Saturday morning. So here is where we are this morning. This is the challenge, or what needs to be integrated today. And this is the wisdom that will be present for us, and the Merryweather card. Okay, so starting out this morning, we have the Four of Pentacles. Fours are cards of stability, and as you can see, he has two, one under each foot, which are his resources. So he's grounded in his resources. He's got a grip on his spirituality, his heart, and his emotions here. And he's also got above his head the pentacle of his intellect, his logic, his wisdom, all of the resources. So he's sitting pretty there this morning. We are stable this morning, and we've got everything that we need for the day, depending on what it is you're up to today. So clarifying our Four of Pentacles is the World card, which is the end of a cycle. And so some cycle that we have been working on has come to an end here, which is why he is probably feeling so stable. So something has changed for us that has closed down, and we are sort of recalibrating, reviewing what it is that we have accomplished. And what we have over here is our Knight of Pentacles, and it looks like he's got a new project that he's thinking about. Now, of all of the Knights, the Knight of Pentacles is the least mobile. He has a tendency to get stuck. You can see his horse is not moving. He is a Knight of Action, but Pentacles move very slowly. And so the danger with the Knight of Pentacles is that he can slow down so much that he is not moving. So sometimes he needs a little kick in the pants to get going. So as we are thinking about what it is that we have finished and where it is that we want to go, we just have to remember that we're kind of stuck here this morning. We're sitting pretty and really not moving. So let's see what we have for the challenge. One of my favorite cards, the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is, our cup is full. So perhaps this is a cup of, this card is gratitude for what we have accomplished here. That cup has these streams coming from it because it is full from all of the resources of the minor arcana. There are 5 streams because the 5th one is spirit. So spirit is really present as a challenge for us this morning to really think of how grateful we are for what we have accomplished, what we do have, and the opportunities that we have going forward. So that's the challenge, right? Or what needs to be integrated is that gratitude and recognition that we really do have everything. We have been graced with everything at this moment. And it is being clarified by 2 cards. Here we've got the Eight of Cups, which is the card of going up on the mountain to see what it is that we have. So 8s are the cards of commitment and of sort of making a decision about what we're going to do next. And this 8 of Cups has to do with looking at, see that hole where there should be another cup. And so he's going up to the mountaintop to see, do you need another cup? Are you okay where you're at? Are you ready to just forget these cups altogether and move on to something else? So it's interesting to me that we have the full cup here and he's going to go look and see what that is. What is it that he thinks he is missing? What do we think that we are missing when we are sitting here in our stable position on this Saturday morning? The other cup that, or the other card that is present here in our challenge area is the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands, as all cards have a positive and a negative spin on it, I want to think about this as sort of a warning, in that there is something that we're carrying that is very heavy. Now, it could be that we are still carrying the leftovers from whatever the end of this cycle is. And so this becomes a card of putting it down. That when something is finished, to let it be finished and to not continue to carry the vestiges of that project going forward. As I say that, though, I have to remember that because this is a conclusion card and he's not really quite to the village here, there may be a few details that are still hanging over our heads at this conclusion that needs to be finished. And as you can see, he's almost there. He's almost there. Just one last push to get to that place. So depending on what the circumstances are in your life, there may be a few details that need just to be buttoned up so that this is complete. And thinking about looking back at all of this to say, is there more that I need here other than to just be grateful for what I have accomplished here, and to move on? So that's kind of a I wouldn't say a rock and a hard place, but trying to decide what it is that we most need now at the conclusion of this. So let's look at the wisdom. And we have the Queen of Wands. I think I've called her the Taylor Swift card of the tarot before, but she's sitting there on her throne. She is the most confident queen. She is the get it done woman. She knows how to manipulate all that she needs to do in order to get things accomplished. And so if you are struggling with these last vestiges from whatever this is, she is your best card. Just pull that energy from here's how it's going to be. Let me finish this up. My will, my determination is present, and let's get it done. And also we have our Queen of Cups, which is really interesting because now our Queen of Cups is the queen who knows how best to take care of her emotional well-being. And the Ace of Cups being the card of gratitude and a full heart and all of the emotions in good place, that tells me that this is also something that needs to happen. Our spirits might be a little weary after all of this effort, especially if we're going up the mountain to see what it is we don't think we have. So perhaps there's some self-care that needs to go into the wisdom of what we're doing for today. She can be a bit of a drama queen if she doesn't get any self-care. So if you find that you have worked really, really hard to get this accomplished, are you in need of some downtime? Are you in need of some kind of restoration, whatever that means for you? And I'm not really just talking about going to get nails done, and I know I've said that before, but perhaps there is a movie that you like to watch. Perhaps there is some project that you like to do. Maybe you paint or you knit or you draw, whatever that is. It seems like there needs to be a replenishment here, and perhaps that's actually the message of our Ace of Cups, is that we've expended all of this energy. We're kind of stuck. We need to refill our cup. Yes, there are details left that have to be buttoned down, but we are feeling that we're missing something. And so as I think about this as it has unfolded, she knows what is missing, and part of that is the self-care that's required at the end of a project. She'll help you get it done, right? She's going to say, okay, yep, done. We're going to take care of ourselves today. And we have the Page of Wands. So the pages are the bringers of messages. They are the bringers of enthusiasm and excitement and happiness. And so our new practice now, or my new practice now, is to read a card for the message of the page. So I'm going to leave the bottom card here, which is the Merriweather card. And I'm going to reshuffle just one time and cut for the message that the page is bringing us on this Saturday morning. And we will take the top card. There is our page's message. And it is appropriately the card of rest and healing. So this has been a great effort. And as you sort of think about what it is that you are missing from your full cup and considering what that might be, button down the last vestiges of those details. But we are really being told that we need to get it done. We need to take care of ourselves. And the message is we need to look back at what we have accomplished, because we are looking at an effigy on top of a crypt here. So what have we done that we need to be remembering that we have done? That isn't actually a body, that is a statue. This card is the card of from the Crusades. And when a family would send their son off to fight in the Crusades, they would frequently make a mausoleum for him and an effigy of his body in case it didn't come back, so that they would remember him. And so this is before he goes off to war. This is that resting place, and you think about the inside of a church being made of stone. It's cool, it's quiet. There's this beautiful stained glass window that is sort of putting a golden glow on the effigy there. So the message from our page is that rest is required before we go back to work at the end of the weekend. She's going to help you get it done. She knows exactly what you need. So whether it's a movie or art or going shopping or whatever it is that's going to refill your cup at the end of this exertion is what's our wisdom for today. So the bottom of the deck, the Merriweather card, is the Judgment card. And the Judgment card in shorthand is wake up. So the angel is blowing his horn. The dead are rising from their crypts. And there's something that we have learned. This is, for me, the Judgment card tends to be, okay, what is it that we have learned through this last process? What do we know this morning that we have learned at the hands of what this experience has been? So it can also be wake up about self-care. It's about resting or finishing up these details, but you will know exactly what that is. But it is the wake up call to say, you know, something that you need to take care of, and whether that's ourselves or some detail about the end of this project, that's the message. So that will be the title of this reading. It'll be Wake Up. And feel good about what it is that you have accomplished here. You may find that your cup is a little empty, and so we are being charged with filling that cup up with whatever is going to be resting and healing for us. And I guess I would look at this as a bit of a warning to say, if you don't do this, that's maybe not a good idea. Okay, so that's what I have for us this morning here at the Treehouse. If this was helpful, and I hope that it was, please like, share, and subscribe. And I invite you to come back again tomorrow for another View from Above tarot reading. Blessings.